Hey guys, it's your girl Karina. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a long time, and honestly, that wasn't on purpose. I've been trying to get another video out there for a long time. I recorded a time lapse of many drawings, ended up deleting them, starting over again, deleting, starting over again, deleting, and really just not finding the motivation to continue. And I realized what the problem was. It was me trying to be perfect, and that's something I may never be. So I realized that, but I still wasn't finding the motivation to continue. So I did a lot more digging and realized something that I was doing. I was trying to draw things that I think others would like. I wasn't staying true to who I was. You know how you try your best, like change your personality just to fit in. It felt like I was doing that with my art, and that in turn dulled the passion I had for my art. Anyway, so a lot has happened. I have finished this sketchbook. It has been the star of multiple videos, but I felt like it was a time for it to end. And funny enough, the date that I started it was actually coming up, and I thought that was cool. And here's a mini flip through of this sketchbook. I do love this sketchbook, but I would say that this sketchbook is the one where I sort of lost myself and what art meant to me personally, because I was trying to be someone I wasn't through my art. But yeah, you know what's up when a sketchbook is finished, a new one is started. I was so excited about starting this sketchbook. I even painted on the cover. That was fun. And in this book, I really just did whatever I felt like. Well, draw whatever I felt like, rather. Remember what I said about the previous book? About it being a book where I lost myself as an artist. I forgot what art meant for me. I would say that this book is where I found that person again. I am nowhere near done, so I'm just giving you guys a small tour of where I am now. And I'm not sure if you guys are looking at or paying attention to the dates, but I was actually trying to do at least 2 drawings a day for about a week. I wanted it to be longer, but it eventually came to a stop because I had another sketchbook. It's a mixed media sketchbook, so whenever I felt like painting, that's the sketchbook I turned to, and I'm currently in that sketchbook a lot. I think I might show you guys a few pieces on screen. I love that sketchbook. Alright, so I'll leave you to see the rest of this mini tour. It's gonna be done in about a minute, so see you then. Alright, so this mini tour is done, and here's a bit of a spoiler. Let's go! Here is the thumbnail that I am working with. I really just wanted to draw something that I would love. It's concepts like these that made me want to become an artist in the first place. I love cartoons. I love cool stuff. So I like a combination of unnatural stuff with things that are natural, so hence her design. So I want to talk a bit about what's going on screen here, just to avoid any confusion. So right there beneath her eye, her left eye, well, right for me, I wanted there to be a scar there. So that's why I left that little piece out. Now I was done with her skin, I wanted to move on to her hair. And I was really worried about that because that's the part I most definitely needed to like. I mean, if I had messed that hair up, I may have lost motivation for this whole piece. And notice how I said like, because I did not really know how I wanted it to look. I kind of went in blind. And I chose to be blind when I went in. I just knew that I wanted her hair to be a mix of pastel blue and pastel pink. And I wanted it to look something like the thumbnail I created. Let's talk about the title of this video, The Art of Not Being Perfect. I needed to understand the difference between doing my best and being perfect. There are two different things, but I sometimes get them mixed up. I mean, you can do your best without trying to be perfect. But for the past couple of months, for me, trying my best meant I should be perfect. And because I was striving to be perfect, striving for the impossible, it caused a lot of delays in my life. I had to put a pause on ideas and also put a pause on God's purpose for me. I can feel that He has something great for me, something that I am capable of achieving, but I'll provide more insight about that further along when I do fully understand, because I honestly don't understand it that much right now. God's purpose for me, I mean. But yeah, back on screen. Let me tell you guys, this is literally the first time I've ever used the color black, or the black marker to be exact, on a piece. I've always shied away from it for some reason. Just scared I'll lose all the details that I need in my art piece. And I can say the same about every other darker colors as well, like this purple. I don't use those saturated colors enough, and part of that may not only be because I'm scared to use them because I might lose all the details, but rather because I actually started off with a pastel marker set. So because of that, pastel markers felt a lot comfortable. And the comfort zone is not where I want to stay in long. I like challenges. That's another fun thing in art as well, because there's always different things or different ideas to try out. And I did notice the big jump on screen, and that's because I added line art off camera, as well as some crayon pencil line art as well. Because for her hair, I wanted it to be a lot more softer than the line art that I used on her body. And I also used the crayon pencils to touch up her hair as well, to add a bit more contrast. And oh yes, I did also use the crayons for a blush, but that was off camera, I believe. And guys, look at her lip. Like, it's so tiny, but you can see the little detail there where she has a liner on her top lip and also on the bottom. It's something that I've been doing myself. I've been experimenting with different lip combos, so I thought that it would be fun to add it to my art as well. And also, I have been obsessed with heterochromia. I don't know how it's pronounced. I can't even recall the spelling right now. But yeah, I've been obsessed with those type of eyes ever since I was in grade 7. It's not only beautiful, but it's also cool. So yeah, for this piece, I really went back and thought about all the different things I loved about art. I love the fact that I can literally draw anything that I want and anything I love seeing. So I love heterochromia. I love unnatural hair, and this fit is something I would like to wear. So what I'm trying to say is that everything about this piece screams my style. I love it, and I'm not going to be an hypocrite and say that I did not have my doubts earlier while I was drawing this. I did have some doubts during the process. and a little bit, when it was finished, but it grew on me really quickly because this was me. And I especially loved adding the pencil crayons on the skirt. Well, everywhere else, I love the lighting as well. That was fun. It was, the drawing was coming together in real time before my eyes. I loved it. I love this part of the process. For some reason, I thought I was finished. I started signing, but I remember that I had one final thing left to do, and that was to add the little arts on her tights, as you could see on the concept design. But before that, I added the highlights. Alright guys, so we're nearing the end. Stick around for the final reveal. But I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next. Bye!